Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. My 1 million coin FIFA 20 squad builder is here, and I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like. Also, if you guys are looking for some cheap, safe and reliable coins, go check out u7buy.com. The link is down in the description. Make sure to use code KIRBZ to get yourself a 5% discount. So how's it going, guys? I hope you lot are all doing great, and welcome to my first squad builder of FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. Now, it's a day before the release of FIFA 20 if you did purchase the Ultimate version from any Xbox or PlayStation store, which hopefully you guys did, because it means you get FIFA early, so it's a no-brainer really. So of course we are going to be looking at my 1 million coin side in just a hot second. We're going to go through the players individually, why I've chose them. Then after, once I've shown you the team and who's in it, I'll show you sort of what custom tactics I've got so far, just in case you guys are struggling with it, just like I have done a little bit, because of course we're all adapting from FIFA 19 to FIFA 20. It's really different from the previous game, so hopefully I can give you guys a few tips that may be able to help you lot. So if you can leave a like rating if you do enjoy the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let me know down in the comment section what sort of teams that you guys are rocking so far, or who your favourite players are. That'd be awesome too. And of course, subscribe if you're new. But without further ado, let's jump into the first player of my 1 million coin squad builder. So then, ladies and gents, as you can see, we do start with the 4-3-3 formation. You can see a couple of players that I've got on my bench as well. A couple of them are lone players before you scream at me for saying, "Oh, Virgil van Dijk's on your bench. Why is he not even in your starting 11? He's a lone player, okay? Leave me alone. So, the first player that we have is David De Gea. Now, obviously, I'm a Man United fan. I'm going to be absolutely biased as hell when it comes to David De Gea, but he is a first owner card, and of course, I want to try him out this year. Now, from what I've seen so far, I've played quite a bit of draft so far in this FIFA 20, in the early access period anyway, and honestly, goalkeepers seem to be really overpowered this year in certain... Of course, this is FIFA, so it's not always perfect. But from what I've seen this year, goalkeepers are a hell of a lot better than what they used to be. And David De Gea, for me, so far, played 5 games. That's my 5 placement games. Obviously, of course, I've won all 5 of them as well. And he was an absolute beast for me. He kept a clean sheet in 4 of them. And in the other game, but the goal was very questionable. So I rate him so far, not going to lie. And moving on to player number 2 after the boy David De Gea, we have ourselves Ricardo Pereira. Yet again, it's another player that I have packed, so I haven't really managed to try out the Kyle Walkers, the João Cancelos, even the Wan-Bissakas of the Premier League, that is. And to be fair, 4-star weak foot Ricardo Pereira, again, has been absolutely solid for me. The 86 pace genuinely feels like a hell of a lot more. I mean, he does have a bit of a pace boost when it comes to sprint speed, but he does feel quicker than 86 pace in-game. That is definitely... And again, his dribbling is great. His defending is pretty on the average side, but from what I've come up against so far, he has been pretty good. But if we came up against maybe like a Neymar or something like that, he probably would get his bum handed to him, that's for damn sure. But so far, Pereira's been pretty good for me. And from what I've also seen, crosses aren't anywhere near as OP as they were on FIFA 19, so height isn't too much of an issue. So yeah, Pereira's been solid for me, and I believe he's around the 20,000 coin mark right now, so he's not too bad. And moving on from Pereira, we have my first centre-back. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm using Eric Bailly. Now, again, lads, or lasses, if there are some out there, I don't know, you could be playing FIFA. Eric Bailly, again this year, is actually pretty decent. And as you can see, he's actually scored in one of my placement games for division rivals as well, which is absolutely nuts. And for 3,300 coins, you can't really go wrong. He's got 76 pace, which is really good for a centre-back this year. Because if you get any higher than that, it's usually with some of the more expensive centre-backs on the game. And 79 defending, 80 physicality, he does the job absolutely fine. And medium-high work rates is awesome, because he doesn't just steam out of position, which again is pretty useful on this game, because one through ball can cut through your entire defence. So yeah, Bailly's solid. We all know he was going to be anyway. And my next centre-back is a new transfer. It's Lucas Hernandez. Now, as far as I know, he's around like 50 to 60k right now. Of course, I'm on PlayStation, so the prices may fluctuate at the start of the game. And of course, let me reiterate, this 1 million coin squad builder is at the start of the game. So if you're watching this in, say, 2 or 3 months' time, this team is probably going to be worth, like, I don't know, 500,000 coins maybe. But it still counts, okay? It's still a 1 million coin squad builder as of recording this video. But again, Hernandez is an absolute machine. I have packed him. I definitely wanted to try him out, because at the time he was extinct at like 30,000 coins. So I was like, hey, I definitely want to try this card out. He's got great pace. He's at pretty average height at 6 foot. But I'm pretty sure Sergio Ramos is around the same sort of height as Hernandez anyway. With 83 defending and 82 physicality too. Why the hell not would I not try him? And you know what? He's actually pretty good as well. He's got really good speed. Great stamina too. Decent jumping at 85. And now obviously that goes up to an 88 because of his chemistry style. But if it's a centre-back that you're looking to get in the Bundesliga, you may as well go for Hernandez. He's at a pretty big price point right now, but other than that, he's a really, really good centre-half, and I really enjoyed using him. And of course, moving on to left-back, right next to Lucas Hernandez, we have David Alaba. He used to be one of my favourite cards that ever on FIFA. With the triangle that used to be David Alaba, Jerome Boateng, and Arturo Vidal in that Bayern Munich like triangle that it used to be. I used to absolutely love using David Alaba. And again, this year, he's actually pretty good. I'm guessing someone like Jordi Alba or someone who's maybe a bit quicker than David Alaba is going to be better than him. But from what I've had of him so far, he has been pretty good. 4-star weak foot is hella useful, especially for the passing on this game. Because at times, if you do have a ropey passing stat or a weak foot, then passes can be very, very ropey. That's for damn sure. But we all know David Alaba is pretty well-rounded, and for 50k, he's probably more than that now because I did buy him a few days ago. He's pretty decent, not gonna lie. So, there you go. That's my goalkeeper and my back four. Moving on to my first midfielder and probably the most expensive player of my squad builder, it is Paul Pogba. Now, genuinely, my favourite midfielder that I have used. Now, I've used the informed De Jongs. I've used a bunch of other midfielders as well, and Paul Pogba feels absolutely incredible. I don't know what it is. He feels insanely quick, brilliant touches, and of course having the 5-star skills and 4-star weak foot, being 6'3", absolutely, and he's strong as hell. He is absolutely amazing, and he's obviously the most expensive player that we're going to have in this squad builder, being around the $500,000 coin mark right now. And as you can see, so you'll see the formation that I play in just a minute, but from a left CDM spot, he has scored 3 goals and assisted once from left central defensive midfield. So for me, that is pretty incredible that I'm even getting anything out of one of my CDMs, in all fairness. So Pogba, very much rate him, hopefully, and maybe with a couple more informs, he's going to be like one of the best midfielders on the game after the icons like your Hullet and Vieira. So there you go, Pogba, my favourite player in this team. Moving into centre midfield, and we've gone for a new transfer yet again with Tanguy and Dembele. Of course, all Spurs fans are going to be happy with this one, and he's around the 20,000 coin mark as of EA Access. And again, he plays in another CDM role alongside Paul Pogba. He's the one that sort of stays back more than anything else. And again, I really can't knock this guy's card whatsoever. He's been absolutely solid for me. Really strong in midfield, great pace, 4-star skills as well. 3-star weak foot's a little bit on the low side, which is unfortunate, but because he has 65 shooting, he's not going to be shooting a lot for me anyway. I'm going to try and pop it off to one of my forward players or even Pogba at the time. But again, I can't fault him. 22,000 coins, he's probably up to about 30,000 coins right now, and probably will continue to rise when the actual game comes out on Tuesday. But other than that, Dembele, absolutely great card. And then my third midfielder, but then technically he's not a midfielder, is Marcus Rashford. Now, I paid 70,000 coins for him. He is one of my strikers that I do currently use. The 5-star skills, absolutely amazing. Pace on this game is pivotal, in my opinion, for your forward or, say, winger players. And Rashford absolutely blitzes through defenders, and I absolutely love this card. 71,000 coins is a bit of a yikes to pay for this sort of rating of a card, but don't you worry, I'm probably going to flip this team over in the next few days anyway to try and maximise. As I do live with Flair FIFA, who is a trader, and if I don't try and flip them to make more coins, he'll be very angry with me, okay? So I don't worry, I will make coins on these players. But yeah, Rashford, absolute monster, mate. Can't really fault you too much. Then moving on to my right wing spot, because of course we are starting in a 4-3-3 formation. We have a new boy in the ranks, it's Ousmane Dembele. Now from what I've heard, and I have used him once in the draft as well, but I only used him for like 2 games because I have Messi at right wing. So he came off the bench a couple of times in the foot draft for me. Absolutely loved him. Amazing pace, amazing dribbling, 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, 65,000 coins. He has just had his price ranged up. That's why I bought him just before this video started, because I did want him in my team anyway. And genuinely, I can't wait to actually start using this card from the start. He looks absolutely incredible, and from what I used of him in draft in such a short space of time, he's a very, very good card. I would definitely recommend trying him out. And because he's French, it's probably one of the most popular nations that's going to be in FIFA 20, so highly recommend trying to build a French team and have this man in there. And after Dembele, we have ourselves again a new walkout this year, and it's Alexander Lacazette. Now, if you saw my draft video a couple days back, which if you have missed, I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. Go see our first foot draft that we've ever done on FIFA 20. This man was in it, and he was an absolute beast. Being 4-star, more than usable. High work rates is something that I didn't personally notice on Lacazette's card, which is always good. He's got solid pace, very good shooting, very good dribbling as well. Physicality is a bit on the low side, but that is... But from what I've used of him in draft, he was very, very good. And of course, I have just added him to my team alongside Ousmane Dembele as well, because I really wanted to to make sure I get all my players on chemistry as much as I possibly could. And I know that I enjoyed Lacazette, so I may as well link him straight up with Dembele and Pogba. And moving on to the final player in our starting 11, we have Anthony Martial. Another 60,000 coins spent on him. Of course, I played my 5 placement games with him too. Feels like a really, really good card. For some reason, lacks a little bit of pace at times, but I was probably just coming up against really, really quick win-backs in all fairness. But other than that, dribbling is fantastic. Skill moves, does the job. Weak foot is a little bit on the low side. That is a little bit of a for Martial, but hey, I've really enjoyed it using him so far. Again, would recommend. So there you guys have it. That is my current starting 11 for my million coin squad builder. So now it's in and around the 960 to the million coin mark. Within a few hours of the day, it fluctuates between that amount, but it does go up to a million coin mark, so it does count. Okay, comments don't rinse. But one thing I will show you, I will give you a sneak peek of what sort of tactics that I am using so far and the current formation that I'm using. So far, I am using the 4-2-2, and currently, yes, I am using drop back as well as my current custom tactic because I'm trying to learn defending a bit more. Now, I'm not personally an AI defender. I do try and manually move my defenders or midfielders as much as I can to try and help me out, and being on drop back helps me quite a bit. But I'm not one of those scumbags that goes on like 1 depth on drop back. Don't worry, I at least have a little bit of decency about myself. But that's what we've gone so far. Again, offensive style, I think balanced is okay so far, especially if you're going for just your starting formation to see how your opponent is, if he's good or if he's bad or that sort of thing. And again, I've left the width the same. The players in the box have just gone 1 up on that one. Corners, I've gone up by 1, and free kicks I've kept the same. So I haven't really dwindled with it too much as of yet, but if you guys are struggling, just try this out if you'd like, and then go from there really and change it how you like to, because of course if it works for me, it's not always going to work for you guys, but it's a good base to go. And then of course I'll just show you how I line up in game as well. So as you can see, back 4 and goalkeeper is just how it is. I have Pogba left CDM, Tanguy and Dembele right CDM. I have Ndombele on stay back, and then I have Pogba on balance, so of course he does come back when needed, and he does go forward when needed too. We've got Martial on the left, so he can cut in on his right foot. Dembele on the right, and of course he can go on either foot, so he's left back and left centre half. I'm going to have a bit of a mare with him really. And then we have the lovely strike partnership of Marcus Rashford and Lacazette, where I have Rashford on getting behind, because of course he's quicker, and then I've got Lacazette on balance, so he does come and get the ball, because of course he's not as quick as Rashford, and if there's a 1-2 available, we can get that. But other than that, ladies and gents, that is everything for my starter 1 million coin side. So if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating. That'd be greatly appreciated. Of course, subscribe if you're new as well, and let me know down in the comment section what's your favourite players that you've used so far, whether it be in your current team or whether it be in the foot draft, that sort of thing. And of course, we're 1 day away from FIFA 20, and I'm super, super excited to start making even more content for you guys. And hopefully, we're going to have an absolutely amazing year. And hopefully, you guys all have a great year of FIFA as well. So until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.